Hi guys, today we have Laura DeMello and she cracked CET with the score of 110 out of 150 in the year of 2018, which is last year. Hi Laura.
Hi.
And so let's understand how she prepared the exam and how she managed to crack with the score of 110. What was her strategy? So Laura, before I start, can you tell me about your background first of all? What was your academic and what makes you to come into the law field?
So my background was that I'm a management studies student. I have done my graduation from St. Andrews College.
Which is BMS you have done?
BMS.
BMS, okay.
Right after that, I decided to pursue law.
Okay.
Now you would ask me why law?
Why law?
So law is such a subject that not only benefits you as an individual, but it also has the scope to benefit society at large.
Okay. So that's the reason you chose your career into the law field. After your graduation, you appear for the law CET exam, which is MH Law CET 3 years. Before you started your CET preparation, what are the strategy or the planning part? Anything as such came in your mind?
Before I joined Manoeuvre, I was not really sure how to go about. I mean, I knew there were 4 subjects.
Okay.
We had GK, logical, all these subjects I knew.
Okay.
But I did not know how to really go about with the preparation.
Okay.
It is once I looked at the resources, the video resources, the textbooks, the workbooks that you are given.
Correct.
It's when I really started forming a vague strategy.
Okay. So there are the 4 sections in MH Law CET. One is English, logical reasoning, GK and current affairs, and 4th is the legal aptitude. So out of these 4 sections, which section you found yourself comfortable and which section was a hindrance for you?
For me...
If I start with the English, let's say.
Okay. So English was by far the subject I was really comfortable with.
As you mentioned that you are the avid reader.
Yes, I'm an avid reader and I love English as a subject.
Okay.
So I did not waste that much of time preparing for English.
Okay. So basically when you read, when you are a good reader, so your 3 things get tested when it's come to the CET exam. One is your reading skill, second is your grammar, and third is your vocab. So when you read, all 3 parameters gets covered, right?
Correct.
Okay, so English was not a big deal for you, it was manageable. Coming to the logical reasoning, how was this section?
Logical reasoning was, I think, the most interesting of the 4.
Okay.
It is not got to do with the studying and rote learning. You know, like in GK, especially static GK, you have to really rote learn things. In logical, there's no rote learning at all. It's just all based on your practical ability to solve problems, the way you practically see a problem. And what was fun about it was the fact that you look at it as a puzzle more than a problem.
Yes. So that's puzzle is the only area where people find uncomfortable themselves because it literally requires critical thinking. So there are the 2 sections, logical. One is the traditional logic, second is the your puzzle part. So traditional logic was you were comfortable.
In fact, I'd say I was more inclined towards puzzles because one simple reason is that it's like a mini game that you're playing. So I think even when you explain in class, during these classes, you put it down in the form of a puzzle, in the form of a table.
Yes.
And from that table, you deduce certain things, gather information.
Exactly.
Based on those interpretations, solve it.
Yes.
So it's a nice problem-solving technique which interested me more than the...
Where you actually feel that you are applying your brain.
You're applying your brain. Exactly.
And you need to have a right template. If you don't have a right template, then it's like a problem for you.
It's a problem.
Okay, so logic was something which you find yourself a little bit okay, not much comfortable.
It was comfortable, but you never know what might come in logic, right?
Exactly.
So that was one section wherein you don't have to study as such, like rote learning, but at the same time it involves a lot of thinking.
Correct.
So I was okay with that particular topic.
After English, logical reasoning, there is then 3rd section is the GK and current affairs. 50% of people are not aware of what to study. That's not a big problem. And
how was I aware?
So how do you manage this section?
So I came up with a strategy of instead of focusing on GK, because now GK is a very vast subject. You don't really know what exactly is going to come for the exam.
Right.
So instead of focusing my energy on GK, I was focusing on other subjects, other topics to, sort of improve my score.
Okay.
But when it came to GK, I was going through all the PDF files that were being sent in the group.
Okay.
And also
So all the PDF which is available on your dashboard.
all the PDFs and also certain video lectures as and when I was getting the time.
Okay.
I was not focusing solely on it, but I was just going through it,
Okay.
just
So
playing it.
So you were not much inclined towards
No.
GK.
In fact, GK was the subject I was the most uncertain about because it's so vast.
So
You
vast.
don't know.
Because there is a static GK and then there is a current affairs.
Exactly.
And then huge data.
Yeah.
And you have just 45 days. And you have other 3 sections to prepare along with your GK. So that's what a slightly challenging, right?
Yes.
Okay. Last one is a legal aptitude. How was this?
Legal aptitude was really simple. Once you get the hang of really solving legal aptitude, you tend to understand that it's one of the topics which is the most easiest
Okay.
to deal with.
So legal aptitude was manageable. English was not much painful for you. So GK is something which you were not much inclined towards, and logical was manageable slightly.
Yes.
So this is what the whole section was. Okay. Prepared here. You written some mock test also?
Yes. In fact, I must point out even to you guys that the mock test is something you must take. So initially when I started my preparation, I was not sure. I was thinking that first I'm going to cover portion and then do the mock tests. But what I realized is that there's so much of portion that towards the end of it, you feel that you shouldn't have wasted that much of time. You should have taken the mock tests previously. So my suggestion is do as many mock tests as possible. It helps you not only understand how to go about writing the paper, but also time management. Time management is of essence because you realize that you don't want to leave any question unanswered.
Right.
And the way to leave it, answered is to time manage.
Exactly. When you write the mock test, it will give the feel of the paper.
Exactly.
And you get the time pressure also. So one is time pressure and one is the, you get to know what are the sections, how to go about all, because there are 4 sections.
Yes.
Same thing you have to write and manage in your actual, which is your CT exam.
And you also get an overall idea of how to answer it. There are some questions you can
Correct.
go ahead with, some questions you can review later. So it gives you a gist of how to go about writing a CT paper.
Correct. So when you appeared for the couple of mock tests of Manoeuvre and then actual CT exam, how you compare?
To be honest, in most of the full-length CT, the mock tests that were done at Manoeuvre, I have not scored more than 90.
More than 90 you have not scored?
More than 90. 90 has been my maximum score at these mock tests.
90 marks only in mock test.
In mock tests.
Okay.
So the actual exam was, I'd say, comparatively easier than the mock test. So that was reassuring. But yeah.
But in actual exam you hit 110.
In the actual exam I hit 110. And the max I have scored over here is 90.
So 20 marks is a add-on in actual CT exam.
Yes.
Okay, so you found your Manoeuvre mock test was slightly tougher than actual CT. Comparatively. Okay. Which happened, so like last year IBPS conducted the paper first time and which was difficult than the 2017 one. Okay, so this year again IBPS is there and let's see how the paper will come. So what tips or the strategy planning you would give to all the aspirants who are appearing this year, which is MH Law CT 2019, and they just left with a couple of days for their exam. So what suggestion you will give to them so that they can crack this exam within 45 days or 60 days which are left?
Right. So the first thing I'd like to say is, I've mentioned earlier too, give the mock exams. Don't think that because you haven't prepared fully, you leave the mock test for the end.
Yes.
Do as many mock tests as possible because that is what is going to help you understand how to do it.
Exactly.
The second advice I'd give you is do not leave any question unanswered. Attempt every question. Even if you don't know the answer, go for any attempt,
Because
even if
there is no negative marking.
Yeah, there's no negative marking. That's the benefit that we people have. So do not leave any question unanswered. You never know, that might be the right answer. It might fetch you a mark or two.
but give the answer smartly.
Smart.
It should don't do the akkar bakkar sort of a thing. Okay. So you also had done in your exam such thing, right? You as I was speaking to you and you said some of the question you have made inky punky sort of.
Yeah, so there were certain questions which, especially in GK,
Okay.
that I knew as a result of, I downloaded apps also. In addition to the resources available at Manoeuvre, I had also downloaded this app called In Shorts.
In short. Okay.
It's a news app. It helps give you brief updates on current affairs.
Okay.
So, with the help of that app as well as the resources available at Manoeuvre, I managed to get at least around 15 out of the
40 questions.
40 questions. I was pretty confident that 15 at least out of 40 were correct. The rest that were there, I was inky pinky punky.
What about D-Day? What about D-Day?
On that day, the only suggestion is do not try and focus if you want to do last minute studies. Now, this is not something you can do last minute. It's all about how much you practice, right? So you can't do that much of last minute study. But what you can do is if you want to go through a couple of GK, static GK, because that is what is going to really, help you. Now, I'll give you a simple example. I think when I was traveling, I was in the Uber and I was traveling to the exam center.
Okay.
And I was just going through a PDF, the most recent PDF available.
Okay. At Manoeuvre dashboard, which you have downloaded.
Yeah.
Okay.
And exactly, I think one of those questions came for GK.
Exactly same question.
Exactly the same question. So, that helped me, even if it was 1 mark. It helped me. And 1 mark does play a huge role in giving you allotments.
Yes, exactly.
Even 1 mark does count. So, my suggestion is, there are two things. You either just relax and go for your paper, but if you still want to study something last minute, attack GK. That would help.
So guys, this is what the entire 4-section analysis given by the Laura, and so as we left with the next 45 days to 60 days, 45 to 60 days preparation. So same strategy you can adopt. You have to make out your strong and weak area, where you are good in, where you are weak in. List it out and work upon it. The area which you are weak in, work more on it. As she mentioned, right? Mock test. Topic wise mock test and full length mock test.
And another thing I'd like to add, in fact, is that when you're doing the CET mock tests that are there in Manoeuvre, you get to understand the order in which you want to answer these questions.
Right.
So, the first time I wanted to bring it to your notice is that the first time I attended a mock test, I realized that I could not keep up with the time.
Okay.
So I think there was still around 20-30 marks remaining.
Which you have not gone through.
Which I have not gone through. I did not have the time.
Time over. Okay.
So apart from the time management aspect, also understand which section you want to do first, second, third, fourth.
Right.
Once you establish that order, like for me, I stuck to the question, the mock test order.
Right.
First, second, third, fourth. That helped me complete the paper.
Right.
So when you're doing a mock test, not only focus on time management, but also the order which you're going to follow for CET.
Yeah, you can strategize your mock strategy.
Mock strategy. So that will help you from the exam perspective.
So guys, this is all about the next 45 days preparation, how you can do, and you can learn the same thing from Laura. That's it, and thank you.
All the best.
Yeah. Bye.